last night.
I'm focused on Caitlin's numbers. The regular season just started. They ain't gonna win every game. They outscored them 25-15 in the fourth quarter. It just came up short. She finished with 27. She had 5 threes. She pulled up from 30 for one of them. She hit back-to-back threes in the fourth quarter. The girl doing her thing. I'm looking at a number right here. At the start of this is her second season, just her second season, and she's already set the all-time WNBA career record with her 6th 25-point, 10-assist game. Caitlin Clark is the truth. She's the real deal.
When Stephen A. Smith was asked whether the team's loss or Caitlin Clark's jaw-dropping stats mattered more to him, he didn't hesitate. Clark's numbers were all he could talk about. He made it clear that while no team can be flawless early in the season, what Clark did on the court stole the spotlight. The Fever had a thrilling push in the last quarter, outscoring their opponents 25-10, but still came up just short.
And she's not going anywhere. Now we got to see what Paige Beckers does in Dallas, now that she's a WNBA player, and we can't wait until our girl get healthy, Juju Watkins, and she ultimately ends up leaving college and coming to the WNBA. If the future is bright for the WNBA. Yes, Eminem, Monica McNutt. Yes, Janae Ogumake. Yes, Andrea Carter, L. Duncan, and the rest of the crew. Stephen A., your boy.
Clark's performance left the crowd stunned, dropping 27 points, including 5 three-pointers. One of those came from way beyond the arc, triggering a wave of cheers throughout the building. Her shooting spree in the fourth was something special, shot after shot from deep, each one proving exactly why she's not just another player on the floor. What makes all of this even more astonishing is how early Clark still is in her pro journey. She's already posted her 6th game with at least 25 points and 10 assists, setting a brand new WNBA record. Smith didn't hold back, calling her the real deal and saying she has the talent and drive to be around for a long time. He also voiced excitement about Paige Beckers potentially joining the Dallas scene and expressed hope for Juju Watkins to bounce back strong and make her pro debut.
It's gonna be watching the WNBA. And by the way, I want my courtside seats. These girls are supposed to have some clout. Work it out. You too, Molly. You got some clout. Work it out. I am at a point in time in my life where I am not going to a WNBA game and being upstairs or in the media box.
Okay, we got it. We got some clout. We're going to work it out. You got some bars, and that was supposed to be. That was
you haven't done it yet, Molly.
Okay, that was a quick take.
One thing I can definitely agree on with Stephen A. Smith is that Caitlin Clark is the truth, man.
The future of women's basketball looks incredibly promising. Smith name-dropped a few up-and-coming athletes: Emmett Monica McBride, Jana Ogi, Andrea Carter, and Lex Duncan, who could shape the next generation. He even joked about needing front-row seats, now that these players are becoming stars with real influence both on and off the court. Now stepping back to look at what Clark's doing historically, it's incredible. She hasn't even played 50 professional games yet, and she's already matching records that legends like Diana Taurasi spent their whole careers chasing. The difference in how fast Clark is hitting these benchmarks compared to the greats is hard to ignore. Some analysts are even bringing up Oscar Robertson's name, and it's not far-fetched.
Something special, okay? Now look at this stat. Look at this stat, dog. Most 20-point, 10-assist games. She haven't even made it to 50 games yet, all right? She hasn't even made it to 50 games, and already tied it with Diana Taurasi? Oh my goodness.
She's already tied Candace Parker's triple-double count and is closing in on Alyssa Thomas, who holds the current record with 15. What Clark is accomplishing live, in real time, is rewriting what's possible in this league. That final possession in the game deserves some unpacking, though. Many assumed Clark would be the one with the ball as time ran out, but that didn't happen. With time left and a timeout still in their pocket, the play looked unorganized. A pick and roll for Clark could have led to a cleaner shot. Aaliyah Boston was apparently the first option, but when Natasha Howard ended up with the look, everything unraveled. Howard got 2 cracks at it late, and even after her miss, there were still 4 seconds, enough time for a reset. Using that timeout might have changed everything.
And I mean, she's almost about to hit Courtney Vandersloot. And look how many games they've played to get to this number. Look how many games she's played. Oh my goodness, man. I believe Caitlin Clark might be the Oscar Robertson of the WNBA right now. I mean, this is nuts. This is nuts. She's also tied with Candace Parker with most triple doubles. Now she has a little way to beat Alyssa Thomas. Then she has 15. But fam, are you kidding me?
Some fans stood by Coach Stephanie White, saying Boston was supposed to get the ball. Fair enough. But in high-pressure moments, knowing when to call a timeout becomes crucial. In reality, Clark and Boston were the go-to performers that night. Kelsey Mitchell could have been a solid choice too. In moments like those, you need the ball in trusted hands. That said, one misstep doesn't take away from what White and her staff have built. The Fever's progress is real, and one tough finish shouldn't overshadow the growth they've shown. Still, those last-second decisions can decide a win or a loss, and that matters. Clark's deep-range shooting was unreal. The way she sinks shots from way out shows she's on another level, while other stars like Sabrina Ionescu bring their own flair. Clark's mix of scoring, vision, and leadership sets her apart from everyone else right now.
Are you kidding me? She is scraping the record books right now. Scraping it. Just scratch the name off. Here, let me just scratch this name off and put Caitlin Clark right here. Man, look, Caitlin is phenomenal right now, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I can't hold you. I think she might have one of the greatest seasons ever this year. I think she's going to drop a couple more triple doubles.
All signs point to Clark being on an MVP level run. She's influencing games in every category, more than any other player so far this season. Kelsey Plum had a standout 37-point night, sure, but Clark's all-around stats paint a bigger picture. The season openers were solid across the board. Obeya Wilson came out strong, for example, but Clark's triple-double debut, that might have been the best single-game showing we've seen in any first game. Her blend of scoring, passing, and control sent a strong message. She's here to dominate. Clark's meteoric rise and record-breaking pace suggest she might be the transformative figure the WNBA has been waiting for. Her ability to electrify fans, put up huge numbers, and shine when it matters most makes her a front-runner for MVP and a driving force behind the league's growing buzz. She's not just playing, she's helping reshape the league's entire future.
I think this is going to be one amazing season for her, man. She's on a hot start right now. Honestly, last night, I think Caitlin Clark was the main player that should have been putting the ball up in the fourth quarter. Even with the play at the end, I don't even think she should have been inbounding the ball, to keep it a grand. I don't think she should have been inbounding the ball. There was a timeout left, and I think they had enough time to actually get the ball back to Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark's second-year season opener turned into a massive media event, with the data backing up the buzz. The Indiana Fever clashed with the Chicago Sky in a high-stakes primetime showdown, and millions were watching closely, including many who couldn't help but notice Angel Reese's clear frustration throughout the match. The numbers were off the charts, an average of 2.7 million tuned in, with the broadcast peaking at 3.1 million viewers. That's more than double, 115% increase compared to last year's ABC regular season matchup between the Aces and the Liberty, which only pulled 1 point. Clark's influence is hard to ignore. She brings more viewers every time she hits the court, but this wasn't just a great turnout, it was record-breaking. The game now holds the title for the most watched regular season WNBA broadcast in a quarter of a century. A clear pattern is forming. The biggest WNBA viewership spikes consistently involve Clark. Her drawing power isn't just hype, it's proven and dependable across networks and opponents. Looking at the previous year's Fever versus Sky matchups, you can see the trend building. The first pulled in 1.53 million average viewers, maxing out at 2.1 million. The next brought in 2.2 million. The third, a 2.3 million average, and a stunning 3.3 million peak. While last year's peak was slightly higher, this season opener kept more people watching from start to finish, and that's a huge win for the league.